What up, guys? You know what time it is. It's Dear Chiquis time. And if you are new to this podcast is about answering questions on the fly about anything and everything. I give you big sister advice. So let's dive into it. What do you think? All right. So the first question comes from Cristian. Okay.
Hi, Chiquis. My name is Cristian. I'm one of your biggest fans. I've been following you for a long time now. I admire everything you do. I love going to your concerts. I love watching you. I love seeing everything new that you have. Chiquis Sin Filtro, your podcast, todo lo que tienes. I recently lost 90 pounds, and I know you have too recently lost a lot of weight. And so my question to you is, do you think that life and the way that you see life and the way that people treat you has been different now that you've lost weight? And what tips can you give someone who's recently lost weight and who's changed their life because esto te cambia la vida? What can you tell someone que ha pasado por algo así? Te quiero mucho, te admiro y te respeto, and I really hope I can see you soon. Bye. I love you.
Oh, Cristian, thank you so much. Yo también te quiero mucho. And thank you for being, a boss bee. I appreciate that very much. And it's a very, very interesting question. I kind of talked about it a little bit on one of my episodes on Chiquis and Chill. But yes, people definitely treat you different when you've lost weight or when you are not a size 12, I guess, because I was a size 10, 12. And I did notice a big difference once I lost weight. Unfortunately, we live in a very superficial world, and people think that beauty is being a size 2 and 4, and that's beautiful too, but so is being a size 15, a size 16. And I know it's going to sound cliche, but real beauty that lasts, does really come from the heart and what you think and how you carry yourself, because that's what's going to last. This is going to go away one day. It's your spirit. But anyways, I feel like you also get more opportunities being, I guess, on the lighter side of things. It's very sad and it's very unfortunate because I've decided that I want to stay with the people that loved me when I was 206 pounds. It's like those are the real people, not the people that are trying to be my friend and tell me, oh, now you're pretty. Oh, wow, now you look beautiful. And it's just like, what? But anyways, the best thing is, congratulations, actually, by the way, for losing 90 pounds. I mean, that is amazing. And more than anything, because of our health, we feel better. You have more energy. And that's the reason why I also wanted to lose weight. And I went on this whole journey because I wanted to just feel better physically and have more energy and all that stuff. And I do. And I really, really do. So I hope that you feel the same. And I mean, advice, honestly, it's just make it a lifestyle. Don't let it be just something that happened. Make it a lifestyle. Make changes for long term. And yeah, just ignore those people that are now trying to maybe be your friend or come into your life or, I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep you right there. Arm's length away. I'll be nice, but you ain't coming in here, in this inner circle. And also, Cristian, before I let you go, there is an episode on Chiquis and Chill called My Weight Loss Journey. So check it out and you can, I spoke about it a little bit more in detail. Okay, so wishing you the best. Thank you so much for your question. Okay, our next question comes from Delilah.
Hi, Chiquis. Just wanted to say I love you and I love your mom so much. I grew up watching you guys. So I have 2 things. Number 1, I just got a brand new car 3 days out of the dealership. I literally crashed while parking. I was entering a parking lot, and while entering a parking space at my work, I hit one of my coworkers' cars. Now, I've been driving for 4 years. I'm 21. I have always gotten used to driving bigger cars, and this is my first smaller car. And now, this entire week, I've just felt so disgusted with myself. Every single time I look at the car, I feel disgusted with myself. I have so much anxiety. I almost cried every single day coming into work. The joy of the new car is gone. I feel like everyone in the office hates me. I don't know how to not feel like that, so please give me advice on how to not feel like that. And secondly, I made a friend in college, and we text a lot. But I feel like anytime I open my heart about something that's heavy in my heart, she just says, damn girl, I'm sorry. I feel like we can't have any heartfelt conversations. And anytime she tells me something that's heavy, I like sit there and I ask her how she is and blah blah blah. But she just wants to talk about like random stuff, nothing that's like deep stuff. I don't know if that's like a good friendship or not, because I'm the type of person that I like to talk about deep stuff. And every single time I open my heart about something, she just is like, "Damn girl, I'm sorry," and it makes me feel like, do you not care? Or like, I don't know if I should be friends with someone that is not as deep and hurtful like me.
Okay, Delilah. First of all, I'm really sorry that you crashed your car. I know that sucks. I know. But you know what? When things like that happen, I always think of like, it's a material, something, algo material. It's a material thing that you can fix. Yes, it sucks. It was a brand new car. And I don't think everyone in the office hates you. I mean, accidents happen. It's not like you did it intentionally, like you want to crash your car. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a brand new car. And shit happens, you know? As long as you apologize and you take responsibility and you take care of the other person's car and you know, all that stuff. I think what's going to help you feel better in that sense is just knowing, thank goodness, I'm okay. The other person's okay. Nothing happened. It could have been worse. And if people don't like you because of that, then you don't need those people in your life, because everyone makes mistakes and you made a mistake. And that's that. And then in regards to your friend, look, I don't think your friend is a bad friend necessarily. I think that you should have friends and know that you have friends for everything. I know what friend to go to when I need to have a deep ass conversation. I know that I have a friend that is fun and we go drinking and we have surface level conversations. You seem to be a person of substance. I don't think this is your only friend, and I don't think that you need to unfriend her. It's just, no, this is my friend for this. But if you feel a little bit like bankrupt, like you're filling her cup more than she's filling yours, then that's a different story. But really think about it. Does she fill your cup in other ways? Is she fun? Is she a good time? You know what I mean? Like, you just have to kind of figure that out. But I don't think she's a bad person. I don't think that you need to unfriend her. It's just she maybe doesn't even know how to go about giving people advice. Some people aren't good at that. Some people are just good at listening and just, hey, I'm so sorry you're going through that. But hey, this is what's going on with me. And you may feel like, oh, how selfish. But sometimes they don't know how to give advice. And you can't blame them for that, you know? So maybe, you know, find another friend to have a deep conversation with. That's my my advice to you, Miss Delilah, and I hope it helped. Okay, moving on to the next question. It is from an anonymous listener. Let's see.
Hi, Chiquis. First of all, I just want to say that I really am a big fan and supporter of you and your mom and your siblings. You guys are just product of an angel, and I respect you guys so much as a unit of siblings. So keep doing what you're doing. But really, I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts on what you would recommend. I have been married for 5 years. We've been together 10. We have 3 kids together. But recently, we just bought a house. Work is very, very busy for the both of us. Thank God, gracias a Dios, ¿verdad? But our marriage, our relationship just isn't the same. You know, I feel that we are both placing our marriage the last on the priority list, and that's not how it was. Your relationship with Emilio really is a good example of what we used to be in the beginning. We respect each other, and we're always each other's number one fans. But now, just because life is so hectic and so busy, it almost feels like neither one of us is putting in the effort for our relationship. With 3 kids, businesses, it's gotten crazy. So, what would you suggest? I know, making time for each other, possibly even seeking therapy, so that we can become one with ourselves and then eventually with one another. But yeah, just any thoughts or words of advice would be helpful. Thank you so much.
Oh, my beautiful anonymous listener. First of all, I love starting with first of all, huh? But my relationship with Emilio is fairly new, and we're going in 4 years. It's been months that we've been married. So you also have to understand that every relationship goes through seasons, and it's what you do in those tough seasons, in those seasons of darkness, what to do about it. I think you taking the first step of asking me, you answered your own question, by the way. And I'm gonna get there right now. But I think you just need to hear it from someone else, maybe someone that isn't necessarily in. So I'm gonna be as honest as I possibly can. I think it's great that you guys are busy and life is seems like it's thriving. You have 3 beautiful children, you have businesses, and that's great. I think that if both of you have not made the relationship a priority, one of you has to take action. So it's going to be you, and you have to be okay with that. You have to find the time and make the time. And your relationship should be number 2 on your priority of, number 2, really. It should be God, and then your relationship, and then your kids. Why? Because your kids are going to grow up later and they're going to start their own lives. Los hijos son prestados, and you have to make your relationship a priority. How can you do that? Yes, definitely therapy. You said it. Therapy has saved my life. And I'm sure that Emilio and I are gonna, and we still do, have rough patches. And it's not, I'm honest with you guys. I tell you guys the issues that we've had. So anyways, I think that therapy has to be a part of every relationship and a part of our individual lives to be whole, So anyways, definitely therapy. But I think you need to set up a date night without the kids, get a babysitter. The businesses can wait, and you have to start dating each other again. Start doing things. Remember the things that you guys had fun doing together when the kids weren't around, And it could be anything. Like, go back to those moments and say, okay, I have to rekindle this. I have to spark it up again. So you're going to have to take action. Someone has to take action. You can't just sit there and expect him to do it. You also, this is your relationship and you have a responsibility in it. So I would say set up first things first. Set up a date night. Have a nice time. Have a couple of drinks. He's your friend. Remember that. And then say, hey, want to do therapy together? Hopefully he says yes, because that'll be a great sign. If he says no, then that's really going to disappoint me. So I really hope, even if it's through Zoom, something where you guys could just release your feelings. Maybe he's harboring feelings that you don't know about. You guys have to communicate. There is still hope. There is still hope. And I'm really hoping that it gets better. So our next question and our last question comes from Lizzi.
Hi, Chiquis. First off, I want to say how much of a huge fan I am to you and your family. My question that I have for you is, I have a 21-year-old daughter, and our relationship is terrible. I had spent 22 years married to her father, which he was very abusive, controlling, and just, bad relationship. Well, I finally decided to leave after 22 years. And since then, she seems to put the blame on me, and she sees her father in a perfect light, that he never had any issues, since I did my best to try to make sure that the kids were not seeing the abuse, the hitting, and so forth. So my just question to you is, how can I help heal our relationship to where she no longer has this hatred towards me for what has happened? There's also younger siblings involved, which we're trying to make sure that they are in a better situation and co-parenting is going as smooth as possible. But right now it's difficult. So please, any advice will greatly help. Thank you.
Ooh, Lizzi. First of all, you're a great mother, because you not telling your children everything that you went through and what their father was doing, that says a lot about you. Your daughter is now old enough to know the truth. And I think that if you haven't, maybe you can have a conversation with her and ask her to understand you as a woman, that if she had a daughter, would she want that for her daughter? Or if she was in that situation, what would she do? And maybe be honest and also say, I'm not saying for you to hate your father. You should love him no matter what. He's a good father. He just wasn't a good husband. And leave it at that. Maybe speaking to your ex-husband and telling him, hey, help me out with our child here. I don't know if he speaks badly about you, but he needs to bring in some light, shed some light into this relationship, and he should do his end as well, because he obviously did things that he wasn't supposed to. So he needs to help clean up the mess a little bit. And again, you guys know I'm a huge advocate for therapy. Therapy helps so much. So if you and your daughter can go to therapy with someone there to just kind of mediate and where you guys can safely express your feelings, I think that'll also help. But I think it's just also going to take life and growing up and maturing on your daughter's part to understand you as a woman. Because I think she's just seeing it as a daughter and she's hurt and she wants to see her family together. So you have to understand that as well. But as a woman, she will understand, and you just have to be patient and compassionate. But I think it's time to maybe tell her some of the ugly truth. I hope that helped. You guys, thank you so much for your questions. Thank you for always tuning in to Dear Chiquis. If you still haven't asked me a question, you can be an anonymous question asker person. You don't have to give me your name. If you want to change your voice, go ahead. I'd love to help you and give you an advice on anything. So you can leave your question at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Los quiero mucho, and I will catch you here on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. Peace out, guys. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.